Hello and welcome to day 17 of the Wisdom Finance series. I'm excited to welcome you. I remain Favour Excellence. Today I want to talk about funding your budget. After all is said and done, you understand how to work on a budget, you have your draft budget. How do you fund it? Some time back, I was looking at the annual budget of Nigeria and I was particular about how the budget will be funded. And I saw what the amount of income is and what the expected debt is. Individuals sometimes also view their budget in that dimension. You are already planning from the beginning while you are developing your budget that some component of your budget is going to be funded by debt. For personal budgeting, you should fund your budget with your income. You are setting yourself for failure when at the beginning of your budgeting exercise, you're already planning and anticipating debts. As much as possible for your personal upkeep, your personal day-to-day life, you need to avoid debt. If you do not eat today, you will eat tomorrow. If you do not eat tomorrow, you will eat next tomorrow. If you cannot rent a house of your own, you can pair with somebody. If you cannot buy a car, you can enter public transport, but you don't have to go into debt just to fund a budget. For personal financial management, debt is bondage, and I'm insisting for personal financial management. In business, it is quite different because when you are funding your budget for business, you are looking at the cost of servicing that debt and the cost of profit you would get from that particular investment, because you are collecting the money for investment. And when you're collecting the money for investment, you are expected to make profit from it. So for example, you collect 50,000 for a business and you make a profit of 100% and you get 100,000. And you are paying the person back, but the person, you have agreed to 10,000 naira as interest rate, so you are paying the person back 60,000, but you have made 100,000 or you have made additional 50,000 with that money. That is a profit. So in that case, you have made a profit of 40,000. That is business. But when it comes to your personal life and your personal upkeep, when you finish eating today, what happens? You go to toilet and you pass it out. You don't make any additional profit. And the fact that you have eaten today and you eat and you are so full today, that doesn't mean that you will not be hungry again tomorrow. That is the interesting thing about it. So you need to be mindful of debt. Please and please do not plan to fund your personal budget with debt. That is like already planning to fail from the beginning. Why? Because what you are using the money for are things that will not generate interest, except what you want to use the money for is something that will generate profits. If it will generate profits and the profit it will generate is higher than the cost of borrowing, then you can go ahead to borrow. But otherwise, if it is something that will not generate profit, please and please avoid debt like a plague. Work within your income. Rather, what you should focus on is, how can I increase my income? If your income is not sufficient to meet your needs, to fund your need, then you should be looking at how you can increase your income or how you can reduce your expenditures. There is no law that says that you have to rent a house of your own. You can have a roommate. You can cook instead of buying food. When you cook, it's quite cheaper. So you can look into your standard of living, your way of life, and see how you can significantly cut your expenditures so that you are able to live life at your level. In 2024, one thing you should avoid is debt. Please and please avoid it like a plague. Cheers to your wisdom finance, and I'll see you in day 18. Bye for now.